Looks like my field of stream got smaller. I don't know. It looks weird. Very strange. Very, very strange. But hello, my lovely little Titans, and welcome to another edition of the weekly Hangout. Hello, Space. Good to see you. How was your week? How are you doing today? Hopefully everybody can hear me. I don't know. The little bubble's not moving. Good. Hi, Shar. Ow, lots of little hearts. What's going on, Space? Oh, man. Why are you happy? Hi, Wolf. Hello, Ira. Before you say anything, Space, I want to predict. I think you and your bestie decided to take it a step further. Now go. I can't wait. I'm hoping that's it, or maybe Space got back with the ex. Not exactly. Ah, too bad. Not too bad. Just I'm more upset that my prediction was right. Glad for whatever happened to you though. Space loves to leave us in suspense. Could say she learned from the best. So there's this guy. Space is just like deliberately putting some distance between these messages just to build it. It's like last week. No, Ira. Don't tell me that. It was actually a good movie. I don't want to know what could have been. They really should have done more Treasure Planet, to be honest. It was great. And the series would have been perfect for all the space adventures that Jim would have had with who knows who. Who may have seen Silver again. That would have been cool. That would be a cool way to end the series, actually. Damn it. Now I'm getting caught up in a show that never even existed. All right, Space, continue. I'm sorry, my rant's over. ASAP. You poor thing, it took me 3 tries to get ASAP. I freaking hate autocorrect. But did you guys know that now you can edit your sent messages if you have an iPhone? I learned that because I had a typo and I remember somebody mentioning that on like online or whatever. I'm like, there's no way this is true. Clicked on it. Yeah, you can edit your sent messages now. And if you have an iPhone, yeah, sent text messages and stuff. Kind of cool. You're killing Char, Space. Moon got a haircut. Yes, I did. Finally. Ooh, space. Nice. So that means if I got a haircut, Hanji got a haircut. We just want to address it. Space is get Space got game. Forgive me. That's just sorry. That's just my take on it. Space got game. This autocorrect thing. This makes me so happy. Because I'm sure Wolf can tell you how the number of times I've sent her something, and I've had to like send a follow up. It is so frustrating because it'll be like 2 follow ups sometimes. It feels like everyone has a. Isn't that the funniest thing? Like you get in a relationship and then you get out of one, and then you find out all these people liked you. I think it's the most bizarre phenomenon. You get in a relationship. Well, before you get in a relationship, nobody says anything. You get in a relationship, you're with that person, so obviously, well, hopefully nobody says anything. And then as soon as you're out of it, everybody says something. It's like, what? What? Hello, cryptid. Good to see you. You can't relate. I'm sorry. I only had it happen once, to be honest, Shar. So I can only relate on that one instance. And that was just a weird phenomenon in general. Um, that was a weird time in college. It was the one time I was actually like popular with people. You started dating? Wow, space. Good for you. Good for you. Oh, nice. Cryptid. Was it fun? No, that's a really good idea, space. Take it slow. Take your time, get to know each other, all that good stuff. No need to rush anything. Honestly, if they're the right person, you will know. You do tend to know. And if they're the wrong person, you really find out. And it's usually pretty soon. I do like this rule though that you don't like do any big moves until after 9 months. I obviously didn't follow that rule, but it's a really good guideline for a lot of people to know like where in their relationship they should be is because after 9 months, it's kind of like the end of everybody's trial period where you're getting to know each other. After 9 months, you should be about comfortable enough to know whether they're a truly good person or right for you or not. And I like that rule. I obviously didn't follow it fully, but I would say that after 9 months, you do feel like you know a person quite well. You took your SATs? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God, space. I'm so sorry. Congrats on getting them done, but damn, I don't miss that. I took SATs and ACTs. They sucked. It was surprising because I was there because I was late. So when I came into the high school in the States, I was pretty far behind the senior class. I was like halfway through the year and I was expected to graduate in June. So I pretty much had to do everything at light speed. I took my SATs with a bunch of other people at the school, but it was so bizarre. I mean, honestly, to me, it was more just like a generalized, standardized test. It was just like over everything in standardized test form. But what was really funny to me was the number of people who didn't know what a signature was. You're grateful for no longer being sober. I'm sorry, Cryptid. Hi, Alicia. But there were a number of people there because you were told to sign, I think your test and your test sheet for submission, or before the test started. And I signed because I have a signature. And all these people are like, "What's a signature?" And they're like, it's cursive." And they're like, "What's cursive?" I'm like, in my head going, I've known what cursive is since 3rd grade when I went to school and learned how to do it. How do people not know? And so to get around that, they were telling these people, okay, just print your name, but connect the letters. I'm like, I'm so glad I grew up with a mother who had a beautiful signature, and I wanted to learn how to do it. So that's why I made myself learn how to do a signature. Plus, I knew how to do cursive because of 3rd grade private school. It was very big. Your hand cramps horribly when you're learning cursive. It is terrible, absolutely terrible. But I'm so glad I know it. I love to write in cursive. Sometimes it's fun. And my print actually naturally connects like I'm writing in cursive. I still slant my paper and my pen like I'm writing in cursive, even if I'm not, even if I'm writing in print. Weird habits you pick up from your childhood. Oh no, you're not late, Alicia, I promise. Have a crazy thing happen yesterday. My bus never picked me up. They changed my bus hour. What? That's insane, Ira. Absolutely insane. That's terrible, Ira. Very cool, Cryptid. That's awesome. Uh, I wish you luck. Oh, you missed. We've missed you too, Space. I've missed all of you guys. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yeah, the when I got it cut, so my hair was so long, the chick didn't even like initially didn't bother getting it wet or anything, doing like the shampoo or whatever. She just tied it kind of where I wanted it with a hairband, and then just cut the ponytail off. I'm like, that's one way to do it. Thank you, Space. But I was just like, I've never seen somebody do that. And I could actually at some point hear the scissors instead of going straight like this, they were going like this. They were crossing each other because my hair was that thick at those points. I'm like, I feel bad for this stylist. I always feel bad for anybody who has to do my hair because they always comment on how thick it is. I'm like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because you always make it sound like a bad thing. And I'm not sure if thick hair is a good thing or a bad thing. But she did a really good job. I'm really proud of it. She was amazing. It was my first time going to her, and I think I'm gonna go again. And she left my bangs long, like they were before, and I wasn't really digging that, so I just took it into my own hands and cut my bangs. So the bangs are me. So if they look like crap, that's why. All right. Oh, my week wasn't too bad. Just busy with work, like super busy with work. Trying to make up for last week when we had Thanksgiving and the day after off. So I had to make up hours this week, which is fun. Plus on top of everything else. So man, I feel like my best friend is ignoring me. I'm so sorry, Shara. That sucks. I'm really sorry. I'm sure you've tried. I'm sure you've attempted to reach out. So I'm not going to advise that, but I would at least attempt an in-person kind of, not confrontation, but maybe kind of like a little sit down and just ask, hey, did I do something? Did I say something? And if they don't give you an answer in person, I would say maybe it's best to give them some space just for now. It may not be anything personal. It may just be something going on in their life that they just don't know how to deal with. So I would at least hear them out. And at least if you give them space, you give them time to process and then come back to you. Anybody remember Ninjago? Yeah, I do. Ninjago and all of the and all the Lego movies before the Lego movie are absolutely hilarious, and I recommend you watch them. I would sit down with my brother and we would watch them just for the comedy factor. Lego movies are underrated comedies. They are wonderful. They are just great. Just like the video games, they're fantastic. I have laughed so hard at those Lego movies. Oh god. Now you're making me nostalgic for it. Thanks. I'm happy we're doing this tonight, Alicia. It's not what it used to be. Good way or bad way, Angelica? No, okay. Oh, good. Thank you. Okay, Space. We will be here hopefully. My family's good. We're good. My little niece is doing very good. I don't know if I mentioned she was premature, but she's meeting all of her milestones exponentially faster than they thought she would. So we're happy. We're hoping to see her by Christmas. Love like a Ninjago. Grew up watching those binge watching original series. Mhm. Yeah, the new ones are just they don't have the same it's like they got approved and then they lost the funny and you watch the old stuff and it's like, this is way better. The old stuff is way better. I'm still in the fandom of Lego. Her and another friend have been hanging out today and remind me I've been trying to text her. Oh, Shar, I am so sorry. Um, so I'm just gonna let you in on this one, Shar. There are some people who, when they get a significant other, they completely ignore everybody else that ever existed in their life until that significant other leaves, and then they'll reach out back to people and and wonder why they don't have friends, and that's why. And unfortunately, it's fairly common, and it's a pretty I'm not going to say toxic cycle, but more of an unfortunate cycle because they will always happen. So I would just say kind of dig in for the long run here because she may sometimes reach out, but if she's got a significant other and the ignoring started with a significant other, I think you might just want to wait it out. Just give her some space and wait it out because that yeah, I've had a lot of people have that happen to them. A lot of my friends who had other friends would just ignore me and come back when their significant other and they broke up. So it happens. Good. Thank you, Alicia. They always make light the main character. I like the way they gave every ninja. Yeah. It was like the old Lego Ninjago was kind of like TMNT Turtles, like TMNT, yeah, TMNT. Back in the day when they would focus on all of them and not just one of them. I hope I do too. Well, it's been since I was a kid. I remember coming home from school. Right? When good stuff was on Cartoon Network. Oh god, I feel horrible. Are you old saying that? And I also forgot the voice actor of Cole passed away. Oh, that's it. Also, Moon, that happened to me one time. My new freshman friend got a boyfriend and stopped being my friends for no reason, literally no reason. Yeah, that it happens. It's weird and unfortunate, but people do it. Um, it's terrible, and it carries over into adulthood too. So again, don't force anything too much. Too much, Shara. It's just how some people are. They just want to devote their time entirely to a significant other, not realizing that in order to properly balance out the time that they spend with their significant other, they need to also spend some time maybe doing other things with other people. Remember the pilot? I don't know. Oh, it was 5 pilot. Oh god. Thanks, Ira. I know, Shar. I know. And I mean, the best thing to do is just kind of be understanding and maybe give her space until she's ready to come around, or maybe she reaches out to you before she and the significant other break up. It's about all I can say. I'm sorry. I don't have great advice on that, but in those circumstances, you just kind of have to wait them out and hang with us in the meantime. The voice actor who voices you. Ooh, damn. Oh god. Just to let you know that my photo on the that lady is my aunt. What I was telling you about. Oh, nice, Alicia. I hate feeling like this because we have always been. I know, sure. I'm sorry. I actually had a friend who I had been friends with for 10 years since middle school. She actually wrote me a letter when we were in high school. I was at the end of high school. She was telling me that she had I've been wondering why I hadn't heard from her, like calls or anything. It was because she was actually actively trying to write me out of her life. And she said, I tried to, but you hung on. And I'm like, that's kind of a backhanded compliment in the fact that you didn't want, like, you wanted to get rid of me, but then the memory kind of lingered. And we stayed friends for a few years after that, talking intermittently, but we don't talk anymore. It kind of happened again where she always had these kinds of freakouts where she would like, I don't want to say like freakouts like mentally, but she would just have like these kind of spastic moments in her life where she just had to, where she felt like she needed to cleanse something out of her life. So she cleansed a lot of things like her hobbies and stuff. She would purge it from her life, and I think I was one of those things she purged. And I haven't heard from her. The last time I heard from her was to tell her that I had my daughter, and I never heard from her again in 3 years. Been 3 years since then, and I think about her every day, and I hope she's doing well, but I'm not gonna but the number of times after the first time she tried to get rid of me, then there were several other attempts to get rid of me as a friend, and I kinda just hung on because 'cause I'm like, "You were my best friend since we were 12, why am I gonna get rid of you?" And after the last time, I'm just like, she probably doesn't wanna be my friend anymore, and that's okay." Kirby Morrow, he was also in Death Note. He played, the crazy guy at the end, Mikami. He played Mikami. I didn't know he was in Ninjago. No, you're good, Space. When was I that young? Oh, wow. I didn't watch the series too much. Like I said, I watched mostly the movies and then some of the series with my brother, but that was about it. That was an awesome battle and awesome soothing and emotional. I'm sorry that we're not entertaining enough for you, Space. When I was little, I never had a friends because I was always in and out of the hospital since I moved to the US. I found some cool. Nice. Very good, Ira. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, poor Angelica. I'm sorry. That's a hell of a name, Ira. Lloyd Montgomery Garmin. That is that's terrible. Like that's terrible. It's not terrible in the way it's just terrible in how long it is. But I can't say anything. My daughter has two middle names. Well, let's try last year. A great person, and if she feels like that, then you don't need. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like I said, I kind of after the few attempts that she made to kind of distance herself, and I kept kind of clinging. I just kind of had to let it go. Like Elsa, I just let her go, and I just hope she's doing a great job with whatever she's doing. She was always a brilliant person. She was always a very sweet person. So I hope that she's living the life she's always deserved. Ooh, cryptid. I'm so sorry, hon. That sounds terrible. Fractured your neck. Oh. My hands cringe in sympathy with you. Ow! Damn, I couldn't imagine doing that. Nightcore. Tech sometimes does. I've listened to it on occasion. Just one of those things that happens to pop up in Pandora. Are you looking up Kirby now, Tech? Um, we've been married 2 years now. Nice. Very nice. Oh God. I love it, Angelica. I love it, Ira. Yep, going on 3 in January. Ooh. No fun, cryptid. I'm sorry. That's just like compounding factions and nope, no good, no fun. I'm sorry about that. Yay! Nice, Angelica. Don't say never, never say never. How about this? We can say we haven't had a true disagreement or true argument in those. Well, we've been together since 2018, so with that technically we've been together 4 years. Been together 4 years, married for 2. So in that time we haven't had a significant falling out, which is good, which is very good. I remember that song, Every Time We Touch. Okay, first off, I don't think it was early 2000s. It was 2010s-ish. Like, it was like 2008, 2006, 2008, something like that. Yes, I do remember Cascada. She was great. I still listen to that song. Yeah, I feel that, Angelica. That's kind of why I've just got everything on a schedule, like scheduled premieres and stuff, just so I got it uploaded. I don't even have to think about it. Yes, she is adorable. She's loud. She's adorable. Nice, nice, Angelica. 2006. Thanks, Tech. Oh, if you guys want to listen to a different version of every time we touch, Jonathan Young. I know it was supposed to be a spoof kind of. He does a bunch of these spoof ones. He actually did a really good job with that song. So I recommend listening to it. It's a really good rendition. So I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorite it's one of my favorite versions to listen to. Oh, nice, Era. God, I haven't looked up AMVs in so long. I actually, well, you guys know I made one, but I haven't actually looked up AMVs in so long. I'm like Pinterest is not my way of getting inspiration. AMVs used to be for the longest time. What am I asking for Christmas? A nap. A nap. It's all right, Era. It's okay. See, the dictionary has left chat today. Everybody, the dictionary is gone. Oh yeah, he and Caleb are fantastic. I love them. I love Amelie. I know I'm late to the party on all these people. Amelie, Nate wants to battle for some. Um, Tech. What's the name of that dude that does all the rap? That does all the fan rap stuff. It's really good. Oh damn! I did not know that, Era. The Google is dictionary, right? Yeah, Levi Aaron AMVs are great. I just haven't made one in or I haven't seen one in so long. Wow. Yeah, I really haven't. Oh my god. Maybe not cryptid. Maybe just pace yourself a little bit. You put the name Winchester in your handle, so I advise you not to drink like one. Angelica. No, I haven't seen that. Oh my god. Watch it like 20. Angelica. Let me put it to you this way, Angelica. You're no worse off than 100,000 people that have written Destiel fan fiction. Because I'm pretty sure of the 100,000 that have been written, 99% of it is smut. You're probably just teasing. Yeah, he did. I actually really liked that version of You're Welcome. He does a really good job. Kinda space. Laughing at you laughing. Sorry. You're old enough. I mean, come on, guys. Like, we watch movies with worse in it than most of these music videos are. Most of these music videos are pretty tame. I could never guess Angelica. Every time I call you Angelica, I'm just thinking of the little girl from Rugrats. I'm sorry. Cryptid, get some water. You don't need that. Get some. Not coffee. I don't recommend coffee after drinking. You don't need an upper with a downer. I recommend water. I still like my OHO song. Thanks, Wolf. Still makes me freaking blush. Do you think that they are going to make another season of Attack on Titan? I know they're doing part 3 of season 4 come like this January, February. But after that, I don't think so. I don't even think Isayama's writing another book. Levi sings it. Yep. First thing I read that was, more than fluff. I'm pretty sure, like, everything we read initially on fan fiction, we do tend to find the smut first because it's the most promoted. It's right there. Everybody writes it because sex sells, so everybody writes smut. So that's what we all read first, and then we're like, okay, that's too much. Let's find some fluff. Should revamp that song every year. Very nice, Tech. But yeah, we all start off reading smut because that's all that's there. Then you got to really search for all the fluff. Or, the stuff that isn't angst. It's like fluff. It's like smut and angst. That's the only thing people like to write. And it's like, why? We write fan fiction to be happy, to change the scenarios in which our favorite characters find themselves, not to make it worse. Not to make it worse. My favorite holiday, Christmas, for sure. Angelica, I think she'd go blind. Truly. Drinking tips with Tech. You're good, Cryptid. Death would happen if that happened. I don't know if death would. Like I said, I think she'd just go blind from the shock. Because that is a thing that happens. You can go blind from shock. If you see something so incredibly embarrassing, like you can't, like your brain can't process what's going on, you go into shock and you can go blind. So I would say that you go blind. That Mikasa would go blind from that. All good, Cryptid. All good. Voice actor for Roxas is a singer. Nice. Probably tell her to get out. Both of them would tell her to get out. Maybe I'd probably just literally kick her out. Would be my guess. Well, yeah, definitely. But like I said, he'd probably literally kick her out. Which would be rather entertaining. What if it was Hanji? Um, Probably kill Hanji. I think Levi would kill Hanji. Or nothing to spare. Are you gonna do more? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Those were when I didn't know I could cosplay as 3 people at one time. Then I figured it out. Oh my God, Angelica. I actually did. I think in one of my earlier videos, I did have Hanji try to follow them into the bedroom, and Levi told her to get out. Guys, you want good? Just go on AF3. You guys are terrible. Now you cosplay 4 people. Yes, because I cosplay Carla. Yeah. Probably going for broke here. I'm gonna go do more. I think I could actually pull off a Historia and a Ymir one too. Can't pull off an Irwin one. I'm not built to be Irwin, but that's fine. I can do others. Halloween Town 4. Oh. Which one was that one? Was Halloween Town 4 the one with the college? Hanji writes smut for all the ships and sells them too. Yeah, no, you're not wrong, Cryptid. I think I can imagine Aaron. I don't know. Are you drunk, Angelica? Yes, Alicia. Yes, she really is. Right? Well, Wattpad. Oh God. Wattpad is terrible. I'm not drinking in real life, but maybe in virtual. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, Wattpad is terrible. I had Wattpad to read a friend's stuff. Um, I do not wander far into Wattpad. I have seen some stuff from Wattpad. I'm like, this is scarier than AO3. AO3 has some, standards and regulations. I feel like Wattpad is just the Wild West of fan fiction. There are no rules, no holds bar. It's like a free for all. It's like the 60s. That's how I feel about Wattpad. I don't have anything against it. I have nothing against people who use it. I just personally don't because it terrifies me. AO3 people are like, it's not too bad. You find some weird stuff every once in a while, but you can pretty much stay away from it if you if you like filter everything correctly. Oh boy, not Wattpad. Nope. Perfectly innocent stuff is just not. So many horrible fanfics, so many bad plots and spelling errors. Yep. That's another part. That's another problem I've noticed on Wattpad. I feel like AO3 is where everybody goes to like be kind of professional authors in a way. Fanfiction.net is where everybody typically starts out. You get a feel for it. You get a feel for how your ideas are are going to be received. If everybody's receptive to kind of the fandom, that kind of thing, you get a feel for it. Then you move on to AO3 and you start writing, and it's amazing. You go to Wattpad when you can't get the other accounts. You go to Wattpad because you're like, I don't think I'm ready for anything else. And then you get onto Wattpad. It's like, does your standard improve? Because I've seen people jump from Wattpad to AO3. They don't last long. Those things get buried fast. So if you're going to write on AO3, you better be pretty good at writing, because the ones that are a little lackluster, they get buried because, people they'll click on it and read it, or they won't even read it. They'll just click into it, see what the format is, and they won't even read it. They'll just click out and go to something else that they know is better. With Wattpad, it's kind of like Russian roulette. You don't really think anything's going to be better, but it can't be worse than the last one. And then fanfic.net's not bad. People have some standards there, but you can't tag. So you could get into some problematic stuff pretty quickly in fanfic.net. So that's why I like AO3 better. That's why I like Archive better, is you can tag, you're expected to tag, and you get reamed if you don't tag certain things. So depending on what you want to find. Yeah, look up Ninjago Lemons. Lemons is okay, I guess. Oh god. Oh god, era. Oh god. And what's funny is like nobody uses that term on AO3 anymore. I haven't seen lemons as a word, as a term over there in so long. Like everybody just says smut over there, so that's why like that's it. It's just that. There are other terms over there, but lemons is not one of them anymore. Lemons and lime is gone out of fashion. Apparently not on Wattpad, but over on AO3 it has. Has you guys ever heard? No, I haven't heard of that. Enlighten me, Angelica. I'm terrified. Oh god. Love it, Angelica. Cryptid. Actually, it wasn't used a lot longer than that. Cryptid. The last time I saw it, let's see, when did I get into writing fanfiction? I was still in college. 2014, 2015. I was still seeing the word lemon used in 2014, 2015. Lemon is like hardcore, lime is softcore. That's the difference. And I originally actually got started on fan fiction from Treasure Planet because I saw because I was looking it up and doing like, I don't know, I think I got bored with something one day. I was looking up AMVs and I saw, or I was on YouTube or something, and I said Jim and Ariel from The Little Mermaid. I'm like, what? And I clicked on it and it was this really good AMV about how their relationship, and we're like, there's no way this is a thing. So my first venture into fan fiction was AMVs. And then after that, I'm like, do people write about this? Because I saw comments talking about it. I'm like, really? People write about this? So I then looked it up on just Google at random. And I think I came across, at the time it was fanfiction.net. And I read it and I'm like, oh my God, this is wonderful. Like, this is fantastic. I love it. So then I got involved with that. And then after that led to finding fan art. And I found fan art on DeviantArt a lot. So I got into DeviantArt for a while. I didn't do any art myself. I would trade fics for art sometimes. I would read some fics on there, but it was mostly for the pictures. Then I found Pinterest and I don't need DeviantArt anymore. Oh, Angelica. Right? Yeah, no kidding, Alicia. Yeah. Yaoi manga website full of, oh my God, Angelica. Right, Krypton? Yeah. Treasure Planet does have a space. Yeah, it does mine too. I actually started to write kind of in a completely, I wrote some of a fanfic for Jim and Ariel. It was kind of a reimagining of how they could both exist in the same universe without it being some weird kind of thing. I basically wrote that Ariel was a space alien. And I based her off of the oh my God, why am I blanking on their name? They're the space aliens from Mass Effect with the helmets. I'm gonna hate myself because somebody's gonna know I'm gonna hate myself when it comes up. Quarians. I based her off of the Quarians, where she went on a pilgrimage, an ancient ritual that not many people did, and like not many of her people do anymore. She went on a pilgrimage to explore the galaxy, and she was on ships and stuff, and she got assigned to Captain Amelia's ship, and that's how she met Jim. When I connect you, oh my god, that's terrible, Angelica. Sorry, autocorrect. Autocorrect is winning tonight. I don't know what is up with it, but it is winning tonight, isn't it? I want okay, so as much as I love Aaron and Levi, I would like to really they have like a bunch of manga sites just in general for I'm like, where are these? Where are these sites where you can read these original mangas that aren't, mainstream? Where are they? I don't see them. And nobody posts where they are. Morph is hilarious. Angelica. Angelica, that's terrible. If any of you are on AO3, somebody I recommend if you really like Aaron Levi is the name is Sugar Plum Sensei, all one word. Angelica can crack me up. But she did a really good series of post-war Levi and Aaron. It was really good, and it's not based on the series at all. She doesn't allude to how the Titans died. She doesn't allude to any of it that happens in the manga. She actually said that she'd written these years before the manga ended, because I think the series ended during the middle of one of her bigger stories for Aaron and Levi, and she even acknowledges, she's like, I don't like how it ended. Like, I don't like some of the stuff, so I changed it. Even though it was in the books and stuff, in the manga and stuff. So I recommend her. She was really good. She's written a lot of one shots too that are about them. They're really good. Her bigger series are great. I'm actually now reading one of hers that she's posted that's not Levi Aaron, but it's still really good. And any of you who like Draco Harry, that's one of her specialties too. Yeah, that's it, Angelica. I am on Mystic making. Oh my god, what? That's wow. Nice scripted. Oh gosh. I've seen some of those, Alicia. Yeah. When I was doing some deep diving into Attack on Titan cosplay and stuff, I saw a lot of those. They're not bad. Not bad at all. Attack on Titan Demon Slayer. Holy crap. Let's not throw demons into the mix here, okay? The aliens are already considered devils. We don't need to give them, we don't need to actually justify that. Oh, cool theory. I don't know what I think about it or not. Because we launched our own UNESCO. Oh my god, yes. Uh-huh. Yep, that would be fantastic. But I've actually heard a cool theory. Would you ship Mikasa and Annie? Yeah, I could see it. I could also I don't know why, but Mikasa's such a hard person to ship with. Like the natural choice is Jean, but I'm like, but Marco makes more sense for Jean. And then you look at Annie, it's like, well, yeah, Annie kind of makes sense in a way. Like they had an interesting relationship. But at the same time, it's like Annie and Armin also work. Mikasa doesn't really fit with anybody. Like she doesn't even fit with Aaron, and that's her canon love interest. But we've talked at length about that. But yeah, I can't really ship Mikasa with any standard person in the series. Not really. Like the most I go is like Mikasa and Jean. That's about it. Mm-hmm. But I can understand Mikasa and Annie too. And the only reason I really don't do it is because of the main series. They didn't get enough interaction screen time, like their past relationship. Yeah, in the past it could have worked, but after the crystal, I don't think it could have worked. Just Mikasa was such a different person then. She'd grown and changed, and Annie was still stuck as that same person. So I don't think at that point it would have worked as well. But pre-crystal, oh yeah, definitely. But no, I actually saw an interesting theory about how the Emir legend got started with making a deal with the devil to get the power. Um, Somebody said that like they mentioned how the attack titan can see into the past and somewhat into the future. What they think is like the original attack titan or somebody that had the attack titan power saw Emir and Aaron make their deal in the series where Aaron's like, give me your power or something like to that extent. And they twisted it to make Aaron the devil and Emir the innocent person who made the deal. And I'm like, that actually would make a lot of sense if you had no context of the situation, but that's what you saw, and then you saw maybe the aftermath with the rumbling and everything. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense that somebody would have seen that in an image or a memory or something as the attack titan seeing the future and or the past or whatever it happens to be, and you see that and you're like, nope, I got to tell people about this and crazy shit. Guess what? John does not or fucking right. Nice. Yes. I love them too. Attack on Titan Supernatural, they'd probably have better luck. They'd probably honestly have better luck if they had Cass and Dean and Sam with them. Yeah. Yeah, Top Gun's really good. I've seen the first one. I haven't seen the second one. Yeah, I've seen the first one. It wasn't that bad. Have you seen the one when they try to save Chris? Yes. Yes, because everyone was so excited. My favorite one is where they freaking kill the Easter Bunny. Oh my god. Honestly, my favorite one is when they kill the Easter Bunny. Yes, that was. Yep. Yeah, I loved that. Sam would run if it was that clown titan. Sam would run if it was that clown from the pier when they went over to Marley. Oh my god, that boy is so afraid of clowns. I don't know if Levi would be Cass. I feel like, yeah, maybe. Like in a weird way, yeah. You're triggering the memory. I don't know all the lines, but you're triggering the memory, Angelica. That was such a good series. I like them. They were actually them and previously Mishkali, now Elle, also inspired me to do cosplay. So it was those two that you have to thank for me being here today. Would you ship Jack Frost and Elsa? Yes, I actually do. I think it makes sense. A clown titan is far more terrifying. Definitely. It's a bunny. No, Leo goes, oh shit. Do you think it's the Easter Bunny? That was so good. Gonna be no, it's good meat. Oh my god, I love that so much. Oh man. I think one of my favorite ones was when they did a scene where they went meta. I think it was the same episode where they were talking where Levi was talking about something how they weren't doing what's canon, and everyone's like, do you really want to do what's canon? And then he like puts his arm behind his back, and the next scene it's like, oh, they're aware. Yes, Tech. Yeah, you watch the Addams Family as a grown up, and yeah, shit was wild between Gomez and Morticia. Nice, scripted. That's awesome. Yeah, my daughter wanted to watch the Wednesday show on Netflix, but I'm like, Tech and I are gonna watch that together, and we're gonna start you off on the Addams Family and see if you actually like it. She likes spooky. Oh God, Angelica, yes. Wolf. Yes, I love Attack on Titan Junior High. You're just gonna keep quoting at me till I lose it, aren't you, Angelica? But Alicia, yes, she did hide them in the broom closet, and they actually, I don't know if I told you guys this, but they're doing another series of Attack on Titan Junior High, um, with the Marley arc, where they're all in high school now. Oh yeah, he totally simps. Totally. Their scary faces. Yes, because they scared him so bad they went to the original animation. It was one of the best. That actually was the episode that got me into the series because I saw it on YouTube randomly. I'm like, what is this? Clicked on it. I died laughing in that like 5 minute clip. I'm like, okay, I gotta find this show now. So I found it and binged it. And I'm like, this is the greatest thing to ever exist. Like Attack on Titan is great, but Attack on Junior High is even better. Probably. But what's funny is if you watch the um if you watch that one, you realize that Aaron actually talks to Levi more than the others do. Like Mikasa pointedly ignores him. Everybody else is kind of bitches at everybody in general. And then you've got Aaron who actively interacts um with Levi, which is pretty cool. Oh God, yes. Yes. And did anybody notice that Levi actually put his head back on when he was the basketball ghost and he was just sick of their shit? He actually put his head back on. It took me like 3 watch throughs to get that. I'm like, oh, he actually did put his head back on. Like anime logic, I guess. They were supposed to be scared of him, but by the time they got to him, they were already scared of everything else. And he was just like, I'm done with this shit. Oh God. I absolutely adored that episode. It's just fantastic. You can't do any better. And that's with that Levi, he probably would have laughed. Oh God, I don't know. I don't know how he does that. How Mikasa? Okay? Let's just be real. Mikasa and Levi were probably the scariest things in that show, and they weren't even titans or ghosts in that episode in particular. I liked her voice though, how she was trying to make it sound spooky every time she told the story. It was adorable. Mikasa in that series was adorable. I loved her. I actually liked her character in that one. Was she complete and utter fool for Aaron? Yes. But she did it in a way that was hilarious. And I could be like, okay, this is acceptable just because it's funny. If this were the real show, no, I wouldn't like this because it wouldn't be funny. It would be weird. But in this, it's great. It's hilarious. What? I'm so sorry, Tech. King Shark is a shark. Oh God. Okay, you say that, Angelica, it's passed down through the Ackerman clan. Now you're making me think of the Armstrong family. Because of the speech that Armstrong gives every time he talks about his technique being passed down through the Armstrong line. Now I'm thinking of reversing that and saying it's passed down through the Ackerman line. I'm like, that would work too. And he gets a redemption arc. Reiner and Bertolt get it. Like, we got the redemption in that series. Like, that was so great. And why is that Aaron was the only one who didn't know that Noni was Levi Hunting Mike? Probably because the idea was to fool Titans, and Aaron was a Titan. It was to distract Titans. Yeah, I think that's what it was. But I mean, he was very into the music, though. Very into it. That would be a very cute addition, Angelica. Armin got that blanket from his grandfather. Was his futon. I loved the fact that Levi cared enough to turn it into a hat. Like, he didn't like him walking around with it because it kept getting dirty, so he turned it into a hat. I thought that was sweet. No, you're not calling me Kadamiya. No. Annie wasn't bad. She just did a lot of bad stuff. Yeah, a lot. This last season is just too rushed. In a way, I feel like legit though, Isayama forgot about Annie, and then he just kind of pushed her in there. That's how we got what we got. Female Aaron and Levi. Oh no, that just is just a recipe for something diabolical, Angelica. Alrighty, well, it would be Levi's reaction. Probably the same reaction that he is as a male. They never like Levi's preferences were never really stated. Just that the person had to be taller and good at cleaning. Isayama did say he doesn't like females, so maybe he'd make an exception for Aaron being a female. But anyway, my lovely little Titans, it is that time. Thank you so much for joining me this week. I enjoyed this lovely conversation. It was fantastic. It was great to see all of you. And I hope you have a good night, a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.